This is a thumb war. This is a thumb war.
Alright, today I'd like to introduce a new rider I'm working with, Corey Lockwood. He is currently a professional for Elevate KHS, and we've been working together for several months actually, but today he is showing up here and he's going to spend the next couple of days where we're going to work on everything from bike fit to TT optimization, and we'll discuss tactics and planning the season ahead. Corey's been racing for quite a while and he has had success at a decently high level, and Corey's a little bit of a unique circumstance in that all of the other elite riders that I've worked with, I've developed them pretty much from the ground up. So Corey is unique in that he is an elite racer. He's 29 years old. He's been racing for a long time, and for most people they would say, okay, he's pretty much at the peak of his abilities. He's as far as he can go. There isn't any more that you can get out of this athlete other than little tweaks here and there. But, when we started working together, I was like, I disagree with that. We're actually going to roll up our sleeves and, kind of get under the hood and tear the engine apart, build you up, put you back together and see what we can do. So his power in time trials has been right around 370, 380 watts. So he's a very good time trialist, but we want to see if we can elevate him quite a bit. And in fact, our objectives for this year is to see if he can really go out and put a solid stamp on time trials. Not just to be a good time trialist, but to be the best time trialist in the nation. So we're going to attack this from multiple angles. We're going to see if we can increase his power. So we'll adjust his position, we'll change his training. And then obviously we also want to work on his nutrition, his tactics, and then when it comes to time trialing, we're going to evaluate his aerodynamics from top to bottom and really see if we can make some big improvements there. All told, we're going to approach it from every angle and see if we can put everything together and see what we can come up with in terms of really having him take a big step forward. So I'm definitely excited to be working with him and looking forward to getting things rolling. Alright, so I'm starting with Corey and we are going to get going. We haven't done a real fit on his bike yet, so we're just gonna have a look-see at his old one. He has to return this to the team, and then we'll just kind of see where his angles are and discuss everything.
I was gonna see if you had a front wheel block, but I guess you got that covered. That's the front wheel block.
Exactly.
All right.
Best thing ever.
We're high tech here. Okay. Alright, can I go ahead and stop at the bottom? No, don't move.
Okay.
Okay. As it currently stands, you're a little low.
Am I really?
Yeah. Just a hair. Alright, yeah. Go ahead and pedal the other side.
I'm not sure if my foot position changes at all as I warm up or not. Like if I start dropping my heel and having to lift it, will that change it at all? Or?
Yeah, it can. So go ahead and stop. Yeah. Right there. Good, that's good. Now that's interesting. That's much better. Okay. Go ahead and pedal again. Let's go on to come
Left leg sitting from the right.
Yep. Second. What is that?
Corey.
Holy cow.
I mean,
is some.
like you have these.
I mean, I get a rig thing, but this is a whole other level.
Yeah. I mean, you have this in relation to this.
That is duct tape right there. They fixed the space shuttle with that, and then electrical tape over the top makes it look fancy,
This is definitely
very good contrast here.
Yeah, we gotta make do with what you got there, but.
All right, so we're just figuring out Corey's new bike. He has an LA, and we'll build that up tomorrow. Right now you're gonna do 60 minutes, spin, just get the legs going. You spent a lot of time in the car recently.
Yeah. It's a couple-hour drive today, and then back across the United States. There and back from Kentucky in the last month or so, plus some time on airplane.
All right, getting ready. Let's go do more testing. That's all we do. So actually, I saw a clip of Carlos Sastre, and he was saying that every race is a test, every training ride is a test. And I always sort of like that idea where you're kind of just, you're always measuring yourself and checking to see where you're at. You know, it gives you a good picture of what you're capable of so that when race day shows up, you're like, yep, I know exactly what I can do. All right, you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here, down underneath the overpass, left on Mulberry.
Excellent.
Street.
Okay, see you in a sec. All right, headed off to follow Corey. Do some testing today. Just want to establish his baseline. We did this with Justin just a few days ago, and now doing it with Corey. He's coming off of his foundation period, and we want to see what he's capable of. So we'll go up here just a little bit.
A little bit further?
Yeah. Do the sprint. Let's just do one practice one, and I actually kind of want you to go at like 80-90% effort, and that'll open up your legs actually.
Okay.
Typically on a sprint, the first sprint is not going to be your best. It's usually the second or third. So I usually recommend people to do a little bit of an effort. So
come down the hill and stay seated, pick my gear, kind of stand and start sprinting once it starts kicking up right here.
Yep. How's that?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Still leery of this thing popping out of gear, that's all.
What max did you hit?
1384.
Dang, that's a couple 100 watts more. So it'll be interesting to see what the 5 second is. That's not bad.
You need me to write it on your step?
The directions that we're having to deal with here is hilarious.
It's very specific and very short. Like if you get too many things going on, I just like my brain just gets flooded.
It's always hard when you're riding somewhere new because it's like hard to visualize. So. I'll meet you up at the top and then we'll flip it, roll it down to the bottom and then head back.
All right, perfect. Yep, I have a flat.
Flat tire, 5-minute test.
5:16.
That's my 1 minute. Getting a new suit on. There you go.
That is a thing of beauty.
That looks fast.
It should stretch a little bit. I remember the first time Justin got his on, it was very
Did it make a creak like that? Like it's gonna...
Nope. I don't have Hulk shoulders.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Nice looking. Hey, thanks for watching this volume of the SPC. I hope you enjoyed it. For further information about Semper Porro, you can check us out at semperporro.com, and you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions or comments about training, or if you just want to give us a shout out, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And I hope you have a good day, and be sure to keep the rubber side down. So this is a pretty typical when a cyclist comes over, just the garage explodes with stuff.
Yeah.
We have so many bikes and wheels.
It's not a bad thing that it's so many.
Exactly.
You never have too much.
Need some more. That scoop's almost as big as you are. You got it? Yes.